It's not cholesterol that kills you. It's the blood clot that forms in just 5 seconds. This isn't a dramatic headline. It's the conclusion of countless fatal heart attack reports in the United States. The frightening truth is, we fear fat, we fear cholesterol, but we don't fear silent inflammation or recognize heart attack symptoms until it's far too late. Millions of Americans have been told that controlling cholesterol is enough to prevent a heart attack. But here's the harsh truth. Thousands still collapse even when their lipid levels are normal. Why? Because no one warned them that a blood clot, not cholesterol, is the true trigger behind most heart attack symptoms, especially in those with underlying cardiovascular disease. Michael, 58, lived in Columbus, Ohio. He ate healthy, didn't smoke, went to the gym regularly. He even taught friends how to measure their heart rate to track their health. But one April afternoon, while gardening, he suddenly collapsed. Paramedics couldn't save him. The doctor said, blood clot. It wasn't fat, it was a clot that killed him and caused the heart attack.
When blood vessels are damaged from stress, inflammation, or cardiovascular disease, your body sends platelets to repair the injury. But when this response goes too far, those platelets clump together, forming a blood clot inside the vessel. If that clot travels to the heart, it can block blood flow, causing a heart attack in seconds, often without any early signs. Many people expect a heart attack to arrive like a movie scene with intense chest pain. But in reality, the first heart attack symptoms often appear subtly. Just fatigue, mild shortness of breath, or a little chest tightness, like being tired after gardening or climbing stairs. So when these early signs appear, they're often ignored. People delay seeing a doctor and miss the golden window to save their own lives. In a quiet town in Texas, Richard, 62 years old, collapsed just minutes after laying his beloved wife to rest. He had no chronic illnesses. He walked every morning. He ate well. But shortly after hugging his grandchild one last time at the cemetery, he suddenly staggered and fell to the ground. Doctors diagnosed him with an acute heart attack caused by a blood clot. His story shook thousands of Americans, not because of cholesterol, but because of a broken heart. Cardiologists call what Richard experienced broken heart syndrome. When someone faces intense emotional stress, like losing a loved one, the body releases a surge of stress hormones. This causes a spike in blood pressure, erratic heart rate, and sudden blood vessel constriction. Within minutes, this imbalance can trigger the formation of a blood clot, leading to a serious heart attack with no warning signs at all.
When stress strikes, the adrenal glands release a cocktail of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These chemicals accelerate the heart rate, destabilize blood pressure, and cause turbulence in the bloodstream. In such conditions, blood becomes prone to clotting. If the clot travels and gets lodged at a coronary artery, a heart attack can strike instantly. That's why what seems like simple grief can become fatal in just minutes. Here's the terrifying truth. A blood clot doesn't need to send any signals. No chest pain, no fatigue, no obvious symptoms. Sometimes it takes just a few minutes or even seconds to form and travel. And once it blocks a coronary vessel, a heart attack hits like a lightning bolt. People have collapsed while cooking, working, or simply standing up from a chair. No one has time to react. When the endothelial lining, the innermost layer of the artery, is damaged, the body treats it like an injury and initiates a clotting response. Platelets rush to the site to seal the breach. Then fibrin forms a mesh to trap blood, resulting in a blood clot. If this occurs inside the coronary artery, the risk of a heart attack spikes dramatically. This is why people with cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or chronic inflammation are more likely to experience ischemia, a condition where blocked blood flow leads to heart tissue damage. Few people realize this. Factors like smoking, Alcohol, processed foods, chronic stress, and even gum infections can silently trigger vascular inflammation. Inflammation weakens the endothelial wall, starting the chain reaction that leads to blood clot formation. People who appear healthy but live under daily pressure, eat poorly, or neglect oral hygiene all carry a hidden risk of sudden heart attacks. Chronic inflammation can also trigger arrhythmia, destabilizing the heart and increasing the chance of clotting. A woman from California once commented, "I eat clean, walk every morning, don't smoke, and still had a heart attack from a clot." This isn't rare. Many people develop heart disease without clear risk factors. The truth is, tiny, silent injuries inside the blood vessels caused by chronic inflammation or mild ischemia often go unnoticed. Persistent fatigue is the body's early warning, but it's commonly ignored as just everyday tiredness. Florida, home to the highest percentage of seniors in the U.S., also leads in calcium supplement use. But few realize that excessive calcium, especially when paired with high-dose vitamin D, can increase the risk of blood clot formation. Studies show that atherosclerotic plaques are more likely to rupture when arteries become stiff from calcium deposits. This can lead to arrhythmia and then a heart attack. The problem isn't just age, it's the harmless daily habits we don't question. Essential vitamins and minerals for protection. If you want to prevent a heart attack at home, start with the basics. Add vitamin K2, vitamin D3, and magnesium to your daily routine. This trio helps prevent calcium from depositing in the wrong places, protecting blood vessels and improving overall heart health. Research shows vitamin K2 guides calcium into the bones instead of letting it stick to artery walls. A body with less calcification tends to have better heart rate variability, lowering the chance of unexpected blood clots. Garlic, onion, turmeric, natural anti-clot power. A simple way to reduce heart attack risk? Add more garlic, red onion, and turmeric to your meals. These foods fight inflammation and reduce platelet aggregation, which means your blood is less likely to form clots. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful compound known to enhance heart health and support natural methods of how to prevent it without the side effects of prescription drugs. Nattokinase and serrapeptase, natural enzymes that break clots. Few people know that nattokinase and serrapeptase are natural enzymes that break down fibrin, the core structure of a blood clot. These supplements are increasingly recommended by U.S. cardiologists as a natural alternative to over-medication. When taken at the right dosage, they help clean blood vessels, improve heart rate variability, and reduce the risk of heart attack, without harming the liver or kidneys, unlike many chemical medications. Light fasting and whole-body inflammation reduction. Just a gentle fasting routine, about 12 to 14 hours per day, can activate your body's natural repair process and reduce inflammation inside the arteries. Inflammation is a silent culprit behind both blood clots and heart attacks. When combined with proper hydration and essential minerals, light fasting can significantly improve heart health. It also helps stabilize your heart rate variability, allowing your heart to beat more steadily and stay resilient every day. It's not about extreme diets. It's about giving your body the time and space to heal from the inside out. Deep breathing and mini meditation, simple tools to save your heart. Just 3 to 5 minutes of quiet meditation or deep breathing each morning can regulate heart rate variability, ease nervous tension, and improve blood vessel dilation. A study from Harvard University found that people who practice this regularly see a meaningful drop in recurrent heart attack risk. Breathe in slowly. Exhale gently. Be still. These small acts bring peace to the mind and strength to the heart. Sometimes the simplest rituals offer the greatest protection for a truly healthy heart. Early warning signs are easy to miss. Many older adults don't complain of pain.
But subtle changes like trouble sleeping, unexplained fatigue, or unusual irritation may be early signs that a heart attack is approaching. Some children notice their aging parents becoming breathless after just a few steps. That's not just aging, it's a critical sign of shortness of breath. Don't wait until their heartbeat stops to realize something was wrong. The heart often whispers before it screams. Take action. Create a heart rhythm journal for your parents. If you live with aging parents or care for them often, start a simple routine. Keep a heart rhythm journal tracking their heart rate and heartbeat each morning and evening. All it takes is a basic monitor and a few minutes a day. This habit can help catch irregularities early before they become life-threatening. You'll be giving your loved ones a chance to act before it's too late. This small effort is a powerful act of love, especially for seniors who may not recognize or report symptoms clearly. In the comments section, many people shared heartbreaking stories of parents who had a stroke or heart attack without any warning. One wrote, "My dad had just finished watering the plants. He sat down to rest and collapsed. None of us saw it coming." The earliest clues, like fatigue, shortness of breath, or even a sudden burst of irritability, are often too subtle to notice. But sometimes those quiet signs come before a life-changing moment, and the price of ignoring them is devastating. You can't be with your parents 24 hours a day, but you can check in. You can help them track their heartbeat, monitor their sleep, or simply ask, "How are you feeling today?" These small routines may be the most powerful way to prevent a heart attack. For seniors, a gentle reminder to drink water, a moment of encouragement, or just knowing someone cares can help their heart rate stay steady. The heartbeat of love is in the little things. We've heard it over and over again. It's cholesterol that kills. But the real silent killers are chronic inflammation and sudden blood clots. Small changes like damage to the endothelium, irregular heart rhythms, or low-grade vascular inflammation. These are the sparks that ignite a heart attack. Don't let this misunderstanding cause you to ignore the heart attack symptoms or the 7 silent signs that may already be there, quietly warning you every day. Too many people only understand the truth after they've already lost a parent or a loved one to a heart attack. And by then, it's too late. They thought their loved one was fine, eating well, walking around, living normally. But a senior can fall suddenly just from a blood clot that formed in minutes. Don't wait until you're dialing 911, until the only thing left is the wish that you could turn back time to save your life. Sometimes a small act today can mean the difference between life and loss. Send this video to your parents. Remind them to drink water. Ask if they've had their heart attack symptoms checked. Or simply call to say, "I'm thinking of you." That moment might seem simple, but for someone over 60, it could save their life. Because the 7 silent signs of a heart attack don't scream. They whisper until it's too late. Remember this: cholesterol is not the silent killer. The true enemies are chronic inflammation and quietly forming blood clots. If you're over 60 or if your parents are aging, don't let a normal morning become a moment of tragedy. Act today, before a heart attack takes someone you love, without warning, without time to say goodbye.